Gentlemen, imagine this tomorrow morning. You wake up and feel that familiar firmness again, the kind that used to arrive effortlessly, long before you even opened your eyes. No pills, no pumps, no procedures, just your own body responding naturally the way it was designed to. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, a urologist with over 10 years of experience helping men over 50 reclaim their sexual vitality. At Inner Vitality, I've spent my career studying the real, science-based reasons why erections fade with age, and more importantly, how to bring them back safely and naturally. If your mornings aren't what they used to be, if you've noticed weaker erections, slower response, or that missing spark of confidence, you are not broken, and you are definitely not alone. The truth is, this decline is not just aging. It's the result of specific changes in your blood flow, nerve function, and pelvic muscle tone, all of which can be retrained. Today, I'm going to reveal 3 precise pressure points on your manhood and surrounding area that can help restore strong, spontaneous morning erections. These techniques use only your hands, no medication, no devices to naturally awaken blood flow, boost nerve sensitivity, and reactivate the muscles that keep your penis firm. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where these points are, how to stimulate them safely, and how often to do it for the best results. One of them, in particular, is almost always overlooked, yet it's the key to reawakening your body's natural erection reflex. So, stay with me. What you're about to learn could completely change how you start your mornings and how you feel about your body again. Because when your circulation, nerves, and confidence come back online, everything in life feels a little stronger. Before we get to the where and how, it's important to understand why these pressure points actually work. Because once you know the biology behind them, you'll realize you're not just touching skin, you're activating one of the most powerful natural systems in the male body. An erection isn't random. It's a beautifully coordinated process between your brain, spinal cord, blood vessels, and pelvic muscles. It starts with nerve signals, tiny electrical impulses that travel from your brain or sensory nerves straight to the erectile tissue inside the penis. Those impulses tell smooth muscles in the arteries to relax, allowing blood to rush into the corpora cavernosa, the 2 spongy chambers that fill and expand. As they do, veins that normally let blood drain away are gently compressed, trapping that blood inside and creating firmness. Now, as men age, 2 key things change. First, the blood vessels in your pelvic region become stiffer and less flexible due to years of mild inflammation and oxidative stress. That makes it harder for them to open fully when arousal signals arrive. Second, your nerve conduction slows those electrical messages that once fired instantly, now move more sluggishly. It's like having a great stereo system but frayed wires. The signal just doesn't reach with the same clarity. That's where pressure point stimulation comes in. When you press or massage specific areas connected to the penis and pelvic floor, you're sending a powerful wake-up call through those same neural pathways. You reactivate clusters of sensory nerves that communicate directly with the erection center in the lower spinal cord, the command hub that controls blood flow and muscle contraction during arousal. In essence, you're retraining your body to remember what it already knows: how to open vessels, relax muscles, and let blood surge naturally. Done regularly, this reawakens the reflexes that may have gone quiet over the years, helping you restore the strength, control, and confidence you thought time had taken away. The first pressure point we'll target is called the base groove, and it's one of the most overlooked areas of male anatomy. It sits right at the root of your manhood, where the shaft meets the pubic area. If you trace your fingers along the underside of your penis toward your body, you'll feel a slight indentation, almost like a hinge, where the deeper tissues of the pelvis connect with the erectile chambers. That's your base groove. Why is this spot so important? Beneath that small curve lies a dense network of blood vessels and sensory nerves, including branches of the dorsal nerve of the penis, one of the primary nerves responsible for sensitivity and arousal. It's also where key blood vessels feed directly into the erectile tissue. Think of this point as your control hub, where circulation and nerve communication meet. When you apply gentle pressure and circular motion to the base groove, you send 2 essential messages to your body. First, you're telling your arteries to open wider, encouraging blood to flow more freely into the erectile tissue. Second, you're stimulating the nerve fibers that tell your brain, it's time to respond. Together, these signals reset the connection between the mind and the penis, allowing the entire erection system to work more smoothly. Here's how to do it safely. Start by sitting or lying down in a relaxed position. Place your thumb on the base groove and cradle the shaft gently with your fingers. Apply moderate pressure, firm enough to feel the tissue beneath, but never painful. Use small, deliberate circular motions for about 1 to 2 minutes. As you do, focus on breathing deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth. You might notice a subtle warmth or tingling spreading through the area that's a sign of improved circulation. Some men describe it as a light, awakening sensation, as if the tissue is remembering how to respond. If you don't feel much at first, that's perfectly normal. Sensitivity improves with consistency. For best results, practice this once each morning, ideally when your body is warm and relaxed, such as after a shower or before getting out of bed. Over a few weeks, this simple daily habit can strengthen your erectile reflexes, improve blood flow, and help you reclaim those firm, reliable morning erections that once came naturally. The second point we'll focus on isn't on the shaft at all. It's in a slightly hidden but incredibly powerful area known as the perineum. This is the soft, springy patch of tissue between the scrotum and the anus. Many men ignore it completely, yet this small zone is one of the most critical control centers for erection, strength, circulation, and stamina. Here's why. Directly beneath the surface of the perineum lies the bulbospongiosus muscle, a key part of the pelvic floor. This muscle acts like a natural clamp. It's responsible for trapping blood inside the penis during an erection, so you can maintain firmness. When it's strong and responsive, blood stays locked in place. But as we age, this muscle can weaken, leading to erections that fade too soon or feel less solid. By applying pressure to this area, you're not just massaging skin. You're reflexively activating that pelvic muscle and stimulating nearby branches of the pudendal nerve, which controls arousal signals and blood vessel tone in the penis. In other words, you're giving your pelvic floor a workout without even having to perform full Kegel exercises. Here's how to locate and stimulate it properly. Sit comfortably in a chair or lie down with your knees slightly apart. Using 2 fingers, your index and middle finger, press gently but firmly into the center of the perineum. You should feel a soft but resilient layer beneath your touch. Apply slow circular motions for about 2 to 3 minutes, keeping your breathing steady and relaxed. As you work, you might feel a gentle pulse or warmth that radiates toward your penis. That's a sign that your circulation is responding and the pelvic nerves are reactivating. Avoid pressing too hard. The goal is stimulation, not discomfort. Think of it like coaxing the muscles to wake up, not forcing them to move. For an added boost, combine this massage with light pelvic contractions. As you press, imagine you're stopping the flow of urine midstream. That subtle tightening is your bulbospongiosus muscle activating. Pairing the two enhances both strength and coordination. Make this a daily ritual, even just for a few minutes. Over time, you'll notice stronger, longer-lasting firmness and improved control during intimacy. The perineum might be out of sight, but for men over 50, it's the hidden key to bringing vitality and confidence back to your mornings and your life. The third and final pressure point is one of the most sensitive and powerful regions of the male anatomy. The corona, also known as the ridge, where the head of the penis meets the shaft. This circular edge contains one of the highest concentrations of sensory nerve endings in the entire body. These nerves are responsible for transmitting signals of arousal and pleasure directly to the spinal cord's erection center. Over time, however, those nerve endings can lose some of their responsiveness. Just like an old electrical wire, the signal weakens. You might notice that stimulation feels duller or takes longer to trigger a response. The good news is that with the right kind of gentle, controlled touch, you can retrain these nerves to fire more effectively, enhancing both sensitivity and performance. Here's how to do it properly. Begin by ensuring your hands are clean and warm. Take a comfortable position. Sitting or lying down works fine. Using your thumb and forefinger, gently grasp the ridge of the corona on either side. Apply light but steady pressure, holding for about 5 seconds before slowly releasing. Repeat this hold and release motion for 1 minute. This action strengthens the connection between sensory nerves and blood flow, almost like recalibrating your body's arousal circuit. After 1 minute of holds, shift to gentle circular motions around the entire circumference of the ridge. Let your fingers glide smoothly, never causing friction or discomfort. Continue this for another minute, focusing on slow, rhythmic breathing. You may feel a subtle warmth, tingling, or even a sense of fullness developing, all signs that the nerves and blood vessels are reactivating. Avoid using excessive pressure or speed. This isn't about intensity, it's about communication. You're teaching your body to respond with precision and balance, the way it did in your younger years. With consistent practice, this technique not only enhances sensitivity, but also helps your body transition more easily from mild arousal to full erection. Many men report that after 2 to 4 weeks of regular stimulation, they experience stronger morning erections, quicker arousal, and more natural responsiveness during intimacy. Think of this as your daily reminder that your body still remembers how to perform it, just needs a little encouragement to wake up those neural pathways again. Gentle, mindful touch here is not just about pleasure, it's about reawakening confidence, connection, and control. Now that you've learned all 3 pressure points, the base groove, the perineum spot, and the corona ring, it's time to bring them together into one simple, powerful routine. When performed in sequence, these points work in harmony to stimulate blood flow, activate the pelvic muscles, and reawaken the nerve pathways that control your erections. Here's the flow I recommend. Begin with the base groove for about 90 seconds, using small circular motions with moderate pressure until the area feels warm and relaxed. Then move to the perineum for 2 to 3 minutes, pressing gently and making slow, deliberate circles to wake up the pelvic floor muscles and encourage deeper circulation. Finally, finish with the corona ring for another 2 minutes, alternating between the gentle hold and release motion and slow, smooth, circular strokes to reawaken nerve sensitivity. This entire sequence takes less than 10 minutes and can be done once a day, preferably in the morning when your body is naturally relaxed, or right after a warm shower when blood flow is already at its best. The key here is consistency. Think of this as a daily tune-up for your sexual health, a quiet practice that helps your body remember how to perform naturally. Most men start noticing subtle improvements within 2 to 4 weeks, maybe a stronger sense of warmth in the pelvic region, firmer morning erections, or simply more energy and confidence throughout the day. Every week builds upon the last, and the longer you stay consistent, the stronger those reflexes become. To enhance your results, support this practice with healthy habits throughout your day. Staying well hydrated helps your blood circulate more freely. Eating foods rich in magnesium and natural nitrates, such as leafy greens or beets, boosts nitric oxide production, which opens your blood vessels and enhances oxygen flow. Gentle pelvic contractions can also help. Even holding them for just a few seconds several times a day can reinforce the very muscles that keep your erections firm. And don't underestimate the role of calmness. Chronic stress constricts blood vessels and interferes with arousal signals, so simple breathing exercises or an evening walk can do wonders for your overall vitality. Remember, this isn't about chasing youth, it's about re-establishing communication with your body. When you give it patience, attention, and the right kind of stimulation, it responds. You are not losing your strength, you are simply rediscovering it. So stay consistent, stay curious, and stay connected to your health. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and this is Inner Vitality. Your mornings can be strong again, your confidence can return, and your body still holds the incredible power to perform at its best naturally, safely, and for years to come.